We live in a world designed for sitting. We sit to eat, we sit to drive, we sit to work.
And when we are exhausted from all that sitting, we sit down to relax.
For the average senior, the chair is not just furniture. It is the command center of the home.
But there is a silent danger lurking in the way we inhabit our chairs. A danger that has nothing to do with back pain or sciatica. It has to do with the supply line to your brain. Your brain is a voracious consumer of energy. It demands 20% of your blood flow and 25% of your oxygen every single second to maintain consciousness and memory. This blood is delivered through a complex network: carotid arteries in front, vertebral in back. These arteries are not rigid tubes. They are flexible, living hoses.
And just like a garden hose, if you kink it, twist it, or compress it, the flow stops.
Most of us assume that as long as we are breathing, our brain is getting blood.
But modern neurology tells a different story. Posture can physically strangle these arteries, reducing blood flow to the brain by up to 30 or 40%.
This condition is called positional cerebral hypoperfusion. For a senior with narrowed arteries, this reduction can be the tipping point.
It can lead to silent strokes and the slow death of white matter.
A decline that looks like Alzheimer's, but is actually caused by how you sit.
In this guide, we expose the worst sitting positions and the neutral spine protocol.
Before we dive in, hit subscribe so you never miss a health tip made for you.
Part 1. The kink in the hose. Understanding the anatomy.
The vertebral arteries are unique. They are threaded through holes in your neck bones.
Imagine a vine growing through the links of a chain. This protects from trauma, but makes them vulnerable to alignment. If bones twist or bend, they create a shearing force, scissoring the artery.
In a senior neck with arthritis or bone spurs, the space is already tight.
Poor posture mechanically compresses vessels. The stream becomes a trickle. Symptoms are subtle. Sleepiness when reading. Trouble focusing.
Or a vague sense of dizziness when you stand up.
These are signs your brain is struggling to pull oxygen through a kinked straw. Part 2. The forward head painbris, the turtle posture. Often called text neck. Shoulders rounded, head jutting forward like a turtle.
First danger is sheer weight. The head weighs 10 to 12 pounds.
For every inch forward, the effective weight doubles. 3 inches equals 40 pounds. Neck muscles clamp down to hold this weight, compressing the arteries. Second is atlas compression. The top vertebra tilts, kinking the artery at the brainstem. You are slowly starving the brainstem, which regulates your heart rate.
Part 3.
The slump tailway, the C-shape collapse.
The default tired position. Hips slide forward, back rounds into a C shape.
You compress your rib cage and abdomen. The diaphragm cannot descend.
You are forced to take shallow breaths, lowering oxygen levels in the blood. To watch TV, you crane your neck backward, creating a sharp angle at the skull base.
This compresses arteries and blocks veins, creating a traffic jam in the brain.
Leading to increased pressure and that heavy, groggy feeling.
Part 4. The twisted sit. The rotational pinch. Many of us sit at an angle, with head turned permanently to the side. This sustained rotation twists the bone chain.
At 45 degrees, the opposite artery stretches and narrows. It can be pinched off.
Sitting like this for hours significantly reduces blood flow.
For seniors with plaque, this can lead to bow hunter syndrome. Never sustain a twisted neck. Move the TV. Keep nose in line with sternum.
Part 5. The recliner trap. The chin tuck.
Sleeping in a recliner is common, but dangerous if your chin drops to your chest.
This extreme flexion cuts off the airway, causing sleep apnea. It also compresses the carotid arteries in the front of the neck.
We have seen seniors wake up with stroke-like symptoms because flow was crimped.
If you must sleep in a chair, use a neck pillow to keep the head neutral. Part 6. The crossed legs. The kinetic chain.
Everything is connected. Crossing your legs tilts your pelvis. The spine curves sideways to compensate. Functional scoliosis.
This travels up to the neck, causing vertebrae to twist to keep eyes level.
You are creating a torque force in your neck, stressing the arteries. Keep feet flat. Your foundation dictates the safety of your neck. Part 7. The high chair. Dangling danger.
If feet dangle, weight rests on the thighs, compressing veins.
This causes you to slide forward for stability, leading to the slump.
Without a stable core, the neck grips tight to hold the head up.
Ensure feet rest flat, or use a footstool.
Part 8. The biology of stagnation. Duration matters. Blood vessels rely on nitric oxide to stay open, produced by blood flow friction.
When you sit still, flow slows, nitric oxide drops, and arteries constrict.
Simply by being sedentary, you narrow the highways to your brain. Stagnant blood creates clots and fails to flush out Alzheimer's toxins.
Part 9. The cognitive cost. Real-world impact.
Reduced blood flow is an early predictor of dementia.
Poor posture voluntarily induces this low-flow state, accelerating aging.
Brain fog may not be disease, but the environment you created.
Good news. It is reversible. Mechanical problems have mechanical solutions.
Part 10. The neutral spine protocol. Build the defense.
Step 1, the base. Hips back, lower back touching, feet flat.
This creates a tripod of stability.
Step 2. The stack. Head over rib cage, over pelvis.
Lift sternum, relax shoulders down. Open the chest.
Step 3, head retraction. Slight chin tuck. Ears over shoulders.
Imagine a string pulling you to the ceiling. Unkinks arteries.
Step 4. Screen height. Eye level with top of screen. Hold phone up. Bring phone to head, not head to phone.
Step 5. The reset alarm. Stand up every 30 minutes.
Reach to ceiling, breathe deep. Resets blood flow.
Part 11. The exercise, Empler Brugger's relief position.
Sit at edge of chair, legs wide, feet turned out.
Turn palms out, thumbs back. Squeeze shoulder blades down. Lift chest, tuck chin, hold 10 seconds, breathe deep.
Do this hourly. It is the refresh button for your brain.
Part 12. The hydration factor. Volume matters. Dehydrated blood is thick like syrup. It won't flow.
Drink water before sitting. Hydrated blood fights gravity.
Conclusion. The architecture of independence.
We lose independence by inches. Posture and flow. How you sit is the architecture of your consciousness.
By respecting anatomy, you fight for your mind. You are keeping the lights on.
You lived a life standing tall. Don't let your chair take that.
Adjust screen. Uncross legs. Lift head.
Your brain will thank you with clarity and energy.
Check your posture right now. Are you slumping?
Be honest in comments. Share your experience.
Your experience inspires others.
Type 1 if helpful. Type 0 if not.
I value your honest feedback.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
for content protecting your brain, heart, and future. Atlas holds the skull.
Clear the brain fog.
Remember, 30-minute rule.
Thank you for watching.
And take care of yourself.